Good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Monday, guys. Well, the milkman is on the move with another adventure. I'm actually on I-40 right now, getting it. I'm probably about 6 hours away from my destination. The first leg of this road trip is on the move. Had a productive weekend, got a lot done at the cabin, you know. Wished I could have got more done, but the rain definitely hindered it a little bit. It stormed pretty much all weekend, but I ain't mad at it. I'm not gonna complain. We needed the rain in a major way, and with all the land clearing that I did, it helped keep the dust down and stuff. So it is what it is. I had to work in the rain a little bit though, but hey, that just kept the temperatures down. So if you ain't caught that video, I put it out yesterday on my main channel, Come On Homesteading. And I actually got to do a work video, so no vlogs for this week on that one. Well, I can't say for this week, but for that video in particular, because we're definitely going to be vlogging this trip that I'm on right here. It's probably going to be about a 10-day trip, somewhere around there. I'll be heading to Alabama today. I'll be working there this week, and then I'm heading out Thursday to head to Florida to see my grandbabies, and I am happy. I'm happy about seeing my kids too, but I'm really happy about seeing my grandkids. So I'm looking forward to that. I decided that I was going to surprise them, because you know how kids are. Kids, you tell them you'll be there in 3 days, and to them 3 days is like tomorrow. So they'll be bugging my daughter to death if I tell them that I'm coming this far out. So I think it'd be better just to surprise them. And I can't wait to see their faces whenever they come outside and Papa's standing there. So I'm so happy. I'm looking forward to it. But man, it felt great. It felt great to get on Uber and get some work done. And man, it makes that backyard area look so much cleaner. I have been talking to Simple Life Reclaim. When I get back, I'm going to all those big pine trees and stuff that's around the sawmill, that shed, the cabin, and also where the well is at. They're all coming down. I'm taking them all out. I'm going to use that wood to mill up for the renovation, which would be mighty convenient because it's all right there around the sawmill anyway, so it should be easy to cut up and stack up, and so it can start drying while I'm getting the rest of the parts for the sawmill that I need, the blades and the extension and all of that, and the welder, so I can weld it and kind of make it longer. I know I've had a lot of people on here comment that, you know, oh, there's YouTube channels out there that can show you how to mill 20 foot with a 10-foot sawmill and stuff. I really don't want to do that. I mean, I know you can, but it's a lot of extra work moving the logs and flipping them and getting them and all of that. It's definitely possible, but if I'm planning on extending it anyways, why go through all that extra effort to do the 20-foot logs? To me, it just doesn't make sense if my plan is to extend it to 20 foot anyways. If I had no plans on extending it, then yeah, absolutely, I would do it. But I want to extend it to 20 foot for Country Road Cure and Simple Life Reclaim. They're letting me use their sawmill, so I want to give it back better than the way I got it. So my plan is to extend it for them to where they can do 20-foot logs as well. So it's part of the process. So yeah, we're gonna take down the trees. I've already talked to Mel, and she's put it on their schedule. So it'll probably be happening in about 2 weeks on a Friday while the kids are in school. And we're gonna just go out there and start dropping trees and get her done like we did for the Starlink. And then with tornado season coming up, it gets all of the big trees away from my cabin, away from my well, my shed area, all of that other stuff, which will give me a lot more security as far as worrying about the storms and stuff out there, because I haven't been through tornado season yet. I thought we already went through it during the rainy season, but apparently that is not tornado season. So I want to get prepared as possible. I would like to put a bunker in the ground at some point. I'm thinking about doing like a 10-foot or a 20-foot container, one of those 10 by 20 by 8-9 foot containers, and digging a hole and dropping it into the side of the mountain to where only the front of it faces out the downhill section of the mountain. Maybe put a deck out there and stuff. Use it as a guest house for when guests come, and then also a tornado shelter during storm season. That way get more bang for the buck. So I'm looking into that right now. They're proud of those shipping containers though, for sure. I don't really have great views this morning to show y'all. I don't know if there's going to be any actual thumbnails to these videos while I'm traveling or not, because I actually have to make those, and being that I'm on the road, I can't make those for you guys. So it might just be my face like this, you know, whatever YouTube displays might be all that y'all get this week while I'm on the road. Some mornings I'll be able to do it whenever I'm making these videos at the hotel and stuff like that. I'm supposed to be staying at a pretty nice hotel, I'm guessing. I'm not the one that booked it. One of the ladies in corporate at my job booked it, but it's supposed to be a nice place, so I'll be filming it. I'll be vlogging it. I'm going to vlog my trip. My plan is the next 3 videos coming out on Come On Homesteading will probably be from Arkansas to Alabama, and my trip in Alabama, the different scenery and stuff like that, and where I go eat. And I also have a niece that lives only about 15-20 minutes from where I'm going in Alabama, and I haven't seen them for like 2 years, since Easter 2 years ago, whenever I was doing that barbecue competition. And so if I'm only 15-20 minutes away, I'm definitely gonna see them. Probably go to their house for dinner and stuff. I heard they live in a gorgeous area, so I'll definitely film that. They said the views are amazing and stuff, so I've never been there. I've never got up this way, so I'm excited about that. I see my niece and her husband and their kids, which will be my great nieces as well. I'm an uncle like 30-40 times. I'm an uncle, a great uncle, and a great uncle, and there's a bunch of them. And some of my well, all of my nieces and nephews, I believe, have had kids. But, well, no, not all of them. Some of them hasn't yet. And then I do have some great nephews that's had kids. And there's still quite a few of the great nieces and nephews that haven't had kids yet. So it's kind of cool that there's so many of them. I mean, I literally got to sit down and think and like count to know exactly how many. I mean I'm the youngest of 7. I had 4 brothers and 2 sisters, and 2 of my brothers was killed when I was younger, so they're not living. And actually the niece that I'm going to see is actually my oldest brother that got killed, his oldest daughter. So looking forward to that. That should be a good time. Let me put my blinker on. Also, I put out a Fired Up Friday. I finally got it edited now that I'm feeling better. I'm trying to get back on a grind here on my schedule. I'm a very scheduled type person. I like to keep things organized and focused and scheduled, and being sick for that over 2 weeks. It was literally over 2 weeks. Really threw me off my schedule, and it's hard for me. I like to stay focused and on schedule. But, you know, it was very important for me to do what the doctor said, so try to be smart about it, because I figured if I didn't, then it would end up putting me down a lot longer, and it would be a lot longer before I got anything accomplished. So I did what the doctor said, and I got a lot of pushback. Which some of y'all on here has actually pushed back on the pushback. So thank you for that. I've had people tell me, when are you going to stop just talking and riding in your truck and all that other stuff and get to working on your cabin and all this other stuff? I mean, some people just don't care that you get sick and stuff, so that's unfortunate. But it is what it is. I'm not going to let that 0.001% of my community dictate what I do as far as my health and what's best for me. So And a lot of you guys, anytime somebody commented that, I would look at it, and then I would look at the replies, and there was always at least 3 of y'all that would say, wow, you know, he's been sick. Like, are you kidding me? You know, and I've had people tell me, oh, you don't do nothing but talk, you don't work. And I'm just like, you apparently ain't been following my main channel, Come On Homesteading, because I feel like I've done an awful lot in 4 months. An awful lot. So I don't owe anybody any kind of explanation of why I'm doing what I'm doing and when I'm doing it. I like to have everybody involved and all of that, and I love everybody's opinions and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to do what's best for me. I mean, that's what I have to do, and what fits the narrative that I need to do to make myself comfortable and to be able to progress at my home. So, but back to Fired Up Friday, I put out a video about a stuffed pork loin that was probably one of the best pork loins I've ever cooked in my life. That recipe right there was so mouth-watering. If you have not seen that yet, go to Fired Up Friday and watch that video, because it is a very simple thing to make, but the flavor and the, man, it was so good. I impressed myself on that one. I did. I mean, I figured it would turn out pretty good, but man, I was not expecting the flavor and the tenderness and stuff that joker turned out to be. It was phenomenal. I'll definitely be looking back on that video myself and making that again, because I cook different every single time. It seems like using different spices and stuff like that, and it's hard for me to duplicate what I make because I cook that way. When I owned a restaurant, that was the hardest part about the restaurant, was creating the menu and then getting all of my recipes that I cooked that everybody loved down on paper, and do it by measurements and all that other stuff, so any of my cooks could cook the recipe. I would have never believed it would have been as hard as it was, but that was the hardest part about opening a restaurant, was setting up the menu and getting all of my recipes down on paper, and also having to scale it back some, because I cook extremely spicy, so you can't do that with a restaurant. You got to kind of make it a little bit blander for the masses, just for the people that don't like spicy and stuff like that. So yeah, that was difficult. So definitely go check that out. We have got over 2,000 subscribers over there on Fired Up Friday, and growing. I am still about 1,800 watch hours away from it getting monetized. So that's the big push right now, is to get it monetized. There's not a ton of content on there yet. I haven't moved over all of the cooking videos off the main channel to there yet. I'll probably do some of those this week, being that I'm on the road. I'll probably be doing like some Throwback Thursdays and stuff like that. But I'm thinking what I'm going to do today, and maybe throughout this trip, if you guys are interested in, I think that I'm going to go live on Fired Up Friday from the road, driving to Alabama, driving to Florida. I believe I'm going to do that. That'll help with the watch time. And then also I get to talk to you guys while I'm on the road trip. So I actually like doing lives when I'm driving. It's hard for me to comment on comments because they come in so fast, and I'm driving, and I have to pay attention on driving for the foremost, most important part. But it allows me to kind of bring y'all along on my road trip with me, and it makes time go by a lot faster. And I've done it when I went back and forth from Texas a few times, and people seem to like it and have a good time with it. So I think I'm gonna do it here. Right now it is 9:30. I don't know how long it'll take this video to get up with me on the road, but I'm thinking probably about 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'm gonna go live on Fired Up Friday. So if you're not subscribed to Fired Up Friday yet, please go over there, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss the lives that I'm gonna do. I've never went live on this channel, so hopefully it works. Hopefully it's all set up and it's been around long enough and stuff for me to do it. I have over 1,000 subscribers, so I believe it'll work. But the plan is 1 o'clock today, I'm gonna go live from on the road. I should only be about 2 hours away from where I'm going at that point. So I'll probably do about an hour. It'll help get my trip finalized right there, and probably by about 1 o'clock I'm gonna be ready for some kind of talking and interaction anyways, because it's about a 7-hour trip that I'm on today. So let me know in the comments of what you think about that, if you think that'd be a good idea to go live off that channel a couple of times, because when I leave from Florida, I'm actually going to be going from Florida to Mississippi and making a stop in Mississippi, and show y'all something really cool there. That one's a surprise. I'm going to visit some friends, and I'll probably do a Come On Keeping It Real from there, and also maybe even do a live from there. I'll probably do that live on the main channel, more than likely, and introduce you to my friends. But I think that's going to do it for us today. We've been on here about 15-16 minutes. I love every one of y'all. Make sure that you make your Monday very, very productive. Hey, and catch me at 1 o'clock on Fired Up Friday. Let's get this watch time, and let's hang out and take this road trip together. So until we see each other again, guys, hey, come on, keep it real.